On July 13, 1205, Hubert Walter, a prominent figure in English history, passed away. He was known for his roles as Archbishop of Canterbury and Lord Chancellor, significantly shaping the political and ecclesiastical landscape of medieval England. Hubert Walter was born in 1160 and rose to prominence during the reign of King Richard I and later King John. He navigated the intricate politics of the time, securing significant positions within the church and state. In the illuminated halls of power, Hubert Walter was recognized for his keen administrative skills and dedication to the crown, as he quietly led discussions on governance and law, shaping the future of England. He honed relationships with crucial nobles, ensuring loyalty among the influential, aiding King John in consolidating power amidst civil strife and establishing a network of support. Walter's role as Archbishop of Canterbury was marked by his efforts to reform the church, promoting education and strengthening clerical discipline. As he served the monarchy, he worked alongside the Archbishop of York to mitigate conflicts, and his wisdom was often sought by the king during turbulent times. Despite the turbulence of the reigns he served under, Walter managed to maintain peace between the church and the crown, a delicate balance that avoided greater conflicts. With the threat of excommunication looming, Walter skillfully negotiated terms that safeguarded the interests of both the monarchy and the church, showcasing his political acumen. Walter was instrumental in the introduction of legal reforms, including the development of a consistent legal framework that governed land ownership and royal jurisdiction. His commitment to educational reform within the church led to the establishment of new schools and the promotion of literacy among the clergy, marking a significant pivot in ecclesiastical practice. As tensions grew between King John and his barons, Walter sought to mediate, though he was often caught in the crossfire of competing interests and expectations. Walter's ability to influence policy extended beyond ecclesiastical matters, setting the groundwork for future legal and administrative reforms that would resonate through the ages. As he aged, Walter became known for his deep philosophical insights into governance and faith, galvanized by the moral dilemmas facing society. In July 1205, Walter's health declined, yet he remained devoted to his responsibilities until his final days, continuing to advise the king even when bedridden. On the day of his death, the air was thick with sorrow as news spread throughout the realm, manifesting the loss of a pillar in both church and state. Hubert Walter died in the city of London, a few days after his last passionate address on the balance between law, governance, and morality. His death resonated far beyond London, influencing subsequent debates on church authority and its intersection with political power during a period of transition. Walter's influence paved the way for future archbishops who would take bolder stances on matters of state, highlighting the intertwining of religious and political realms. In the years following his death, the call for political accountability and reform within the church gained momentum, attributed largely to Walter's earlier efforts. Hubert Walter's legacy endured, prompting discussions on the relationship between church and state well into the later Middle Ages, influencing thinkers across Europe. The character of Walter, representing clerical authority, became a symbol for subsequent leaders who balanced moral and temporal power, shaping the future of English governance. Historians would later cite Walter as a cornerstone figure during a pivotal period that set the groundwork for the evolution of both English law and the Church's influence in governance. Walter's approach set the stage for the eventual establishment of the Magna Carta, as the principles he championed in life echoed in the demands of the barons. He left an indelible mark on medieval politics as a tactician whose unique understanding of human nature played into the art of governance, crafting policies that resonated through the ages. The influences of Hubert Walter's life shaped not only the institution of the Church, but also inspired future leaders to pursue virtues of justice, balance, and accountability in their governance. On July 13, 1205, Hubert Walter, a key figure in English history, died. Born in 1160, Hubert Walter quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a pivotal advisor to monarchs. Walter's efforts as archbishop focused on reform and education, emphasizing clerical discipline. As tensions grew under King John's rule, Hubert Walter became the Archbishop of Negotiation. Walter's adept mediation prevented conflicts between the crown and the church, showcasing his diplomacy. Despite worsening health, Walter continued his dedicated service until the end. Shortly before his passing, Walter delivered an impassioned address on governance and morality. Hubert Walter's death invoked widespread mourning across England, highlighting his impact. Walter's legacy influenced future archbishops regarding church authority and governance. Walter's balanced approach to church-state relations paved the way for future reforms. His methods inspired later leaders in advocating for justice and accountability in rule. Historians regard him as a cornerstone figure for legal foundations in England. Walter's life directly influenced calls for reform, shaping the future of the Church. As a visionary, Walter paved the way for more structured governance frameworks in England. His ability to maintain peace between opposing factions left a lasting legacy in political strategy. Walter's experience as Lord Chancellor set precedents for future political leaders. He facilitated the evolution of church doctrine and administrative practices, shaping future generations. Walter's administration inspired a more efficient governance structure that balanced power. The reverberations of Walter's influence can still be felt in modern governance and church relations.